Just push something, man. Good afternoon. Go ahead and welcome everybody and start our meeting here at this time. I'm going to go ahead and call up Jason Tuttle, who's going to lead us in our opening prayer.
Let's pray together. Heavenly Father, thank you for the ways that you bless us, Lord, the things that we see and the things that we don't see. You are good, you are faithful, we are grateful. We're grateful for what this season means as well. You put your love on display for us. Today, be in the midst of our conversations, and Lord, inspire us to be better servants in our community. And again, we're just grateful for who you are. We love you. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Give me just a moment here. We're going to sit there. We go. I was trying to have somebody request last week to be able to see the club numbers instead of up my nose and holding things. So that camera is working today. So Wayne Underwood's on. The camera's working. You'll have to look at me. You'll join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
One of the great tunes from Old Brother Where Art Thou? Down in the river to pray. And you guys may not know this, but you will. Nancy's going to play it well, and we're going to sing. Let's go.
We've got Andrew Clement here, and we'll introduce him in just a little bit. All right, announcements and things coming up. First of all, right here in the bulletin, first of all, I'll say board meeting tonight, 5:15 via Zoom, and we'll kick that off and allow to go through the board. Please keep Jen Manghall in your thoughts and prayers. She had surgery on Monday for knee replacement. Went well. It was supposed to have her first PT today at 11, so that's awesome. There is a meal training sign up and whatnot if you're interested in that. Lane Rayvon is having surgery today, so keep her and Mitchell and the doctors in your thoughts and prayers as well. And then Kyle Schwab is having some health issues from what we understand, and his address is on here if you want to reach out to Kyle's. But I was talking with another Rotarian, actually a few Rotarians this morning on a variety of things, and there's some members that are long-standing members that are great members and very active that we haven't seen in a while, and that have family events or life events going on. So if there's somebody that you notice hasn't been at your table or at a table nearby you for a while, just reach out, give them a call, check in on them, say hello, check on their family, just let them know you're thinking about them and we miss them. And because we we may not know what's going on, or we do, but it still is nice when those people know that you're thinking about them. I've got a couple pictures here to share, and Heather, you wanted to say something. Can I just point out that when Heather came on the board, I asked Heather to do something, and she was like, as long as I don't have to speak, I don't ever want to speak in front of anyone ever. And now I think Heather has done or said something ever.
There's my proxy.
That was still speaking. All right.
So
Oh, you're going to say something.
That was a very strong hint. She just kept telling me all about it. They got pictures, and then she ends with, and I don't like to speak in public. So what you're seeing in this picture is basically a bar station. It is hinged where the side pieces come in, the top piece comes off. This is actually in two sections. There are two of these being built. Two of these being built. David has.
You do recognize that person?
Yeah.
Okay.
So David has done the construction of these. They're being finished up. We will use these at Kentucky Derby as bars. There'll be a shelf on the inside. That way, if weather permits, we can have one outside on the patio, one in here. It'll be used like events like Feeding Thomasville, things where we need to have money and things and a place to store stuff. Heather has said that these will be available to Rotarians if you need something like this. We don't know yet exactly where they're going to be stored, but if your church or your any other not-for-profit organization has something going on. But again, thank you to Heather for coming up with the idea and David for taking care of constructing these.
Thanks, David, for your work. We appreciate that. It looks awesome, too. All right. Next week coming up, Phil Griffin's got the program. It's Administrative Assistance Day. So please let Kim know if you're bringing a guest, and note if you're responsible for something next week. All right, and then coming up, and I put this on here a little earlier just so we're aware of it. The Cush Walk Up is something that for me is a lot of fun as a former administrator. It's at the Mary Riddling Center. Just so you all are aware, I copy and paste from what I get, but at the Mary Riddling Center at the college, but that really does a lot of work to put that together, as does all the clubs involved. So we really want good attendance at that, support the students and the schools in the CCC conference. Party in the Park coming up on May 1st. So sign-up sheets will be coming up, and we'll have good opportunities for that. And then we mentioned this last week at Southgate Baptist Church from 9 to 1 is Jim and his mobile laundry service. So if you're able to go and help out with that, that is really cool. That was one of our district grant projects that we did with the variety of supplies and everything for that. So help out if you can. All right, Matt, you've got Hall of Fame ceremony coming up. You still have tickets available.
Absolutely. The deadline is this Friday. Dr. Williams, thank you for coming. David, thank you. Let me know if you'd like to link to buy a ticket. Love to have you.
Yep. Come support the Storm Hall of Fame. Tubby Smith will be a speaker there. Todd Hahn will be there as one of the inductees. So just a lot of work has gone into it. So it means a lot to come out and support the college and community. Coffee Connections next Thursday at the Women's Club. And then we've mentioned before the Anno Festival coming up, as well as Spring Days at the Farmers Market. And then Larry's got a blood drive tomorrow. How's that sign up looking?
Well, we have 2 Rotarians signed up for blood drive. We have 7 slots left.
Okay.
And we really could use some more Rotarians to really come and give blood.
Okay.
And it's a very worthwhile cause. I mean, blood can't be manufactured. It has to come from humans. And that's the only way we can get it.
All right. Hey, we appreciate the work that you put into that and with the Red Cross. You know, I've said this before, and I'll say it now. I'm okay if you pull out your phone to message something on Facebook or check in and tag people in the club while we're here and post, not pictures of me necessarily, hopefully not, but pictures of something, of the group gathered, post things like the blood drive coming up, that we need people to sign up for it, that we've got the Kentucky Derby event, that we've got the Hall of Fame, ways to spread the word of what's going on in the community, and to share how Rotarians are involved and get others who are not here at the meeting or not even part of our club on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever social media network stuff you use, to get them involved in it. Christy, you all have campaign celebration on May 1st. Anything you want to say about that?
No, it's just a really fun community event. It's free, it's open to the public. We just bring our community together. It's a chance for us to thank our volunteers, our partner agencies, we recognize them, as well as our corporate supporters. It is our annual meeting, so COVID unfortunately happened because it allowed us the freedom to do this differently, so it's a really fun format. People come straight from work, we've got folks in manufacturing that come with their work boots, and people bring their kids, they're out there with lawn chairs and blankets, and it's just a really good time, so we'd love to have you if you'd like to come. There'll be food trucks for purchases, DJ Tommy Rock will be running the tunes, and it's a lot of fun.
Cool, thank you. Hope, do you want to come and walk people through?
Yeah, I'll do that. I don't know, it's take you that.
Yeah, you can do that.
You want mine?
Well, if I can figure out how to share it, then that would be better. Here we go. All right. Well, then you all absolutely can. Okay.
Okay, so, basically, on your tables and what you received in the mail, your invitations for Kentucky Derby, there is a QR code, so those of you who would do a sign up or registration with your cell phone, that's a really cool way to do it. If you just want to go online and do it using your computer, go to thomasvillerotaryclub.org. Make sure you're looking for Thomasville, North Carolina. This is the website you will see in this upper left corner.
I can't see a darn thing.
Yeah, so basically in the upper left corner, it says 2025 Kentucky Derby Party. And,
Is that it?
that's it. Go
Okay.
click on it, David. So when you click on that, it takes you the same place that the QR code does, which is the registration. You will click the blue button, which is Get Tickets. Look at you go.
Yeah,
There we go.
absolutely. Clicking and hoping.
Okay, so when you click on this, basically the first item up there is ticket to the watch party. There's a drop down where you can select your number of tickets. The sponsorships are also available here, but if, David, if you'll click one on that, on that very top one.
Right here?
Yes, right there. Because it helps, one or two is fine. And then basically come on, go ahead and come on down the screen a little bit and hit next. So you'll put your number in that you want to purchase, hit next. And all you do on this page is enter your name, your email address, and your address. Hit next, it'll take you through the process of paying right online. But the nice thing is if you do the registrations online, they go straight into QGIF, which is where we track everybody that's registered. So if, we don't mind doing it, me and Kim, and there are several others that can manually enter your information. But this way you get the email confirmation, and I think it makes it also easier to sign up for QGIF for being into the auction already. So David, thank you for doing that. There's also still information on your tables about what sponsorships we still have available. In just a second, I think Rick is going to make an announcement about the sponsorships. But now, as we're finishing up on those, the big push is going to be just go ahead and get your tickets. If you guys have listened to Heather, you know her enthusiasm about this has been off the charts. And what I've said before, very contagious. She just keeps saying, I want everybody to have fun. I want it to be a great event. I want everybody to have fun. And I think that's what's going to happen. So Rick, did you want to mention anything about sponsorships?
Yeah, I do. Any of you remember a musical group from the 80s or 90s called Patience? You ever hear them? Me either. I heard one of their songs one day, and I really liked it. And I looked them up, and I wound up buying some of their music. They were kind of a mix between Steely Dan, Boss Skaggs, and Manhattan Transfer. They came and went quick, but one of the songs they had was You Need a Hero. And I thought about that today, is I need a hero. We are so close to hitting our goal right now. When I was first asked, when I begged for money, which I hate doing, but I think our goal was $10,000, what we wanted to hit. I mentioned the Hobo Crew's getting pretty close to that. She said, well, 15 kind of has a nice ring to it as well. So we're up to 14,400. I need $600 more from somewhere. So many of you in this room have given, your companies have given, or people you know, have you reached out to people that they've given, and it's helped us get there. But, and many of you individually in here have given as well, and I appreciate that from all of you. I thank you so much for it. So we're just that close. We have some $100, some $250s. I think there's one $1,500 sponsorship left.
Two $1,000 sponsorships left, and that information should be on your table.
So not everybody at once, but you grab those two. But at any rate, I think we're on track. I mean, if we can get just a little more comfort, we can get over that $15,000 mark. And 16 or 17 wouldn't be bad either. So if you look me up in the book, my phone number's in there, my email is in there, or if you want to catch me right after the meeting for a minute.
And hopefully,
Yeah, so I think we can get this year. So I appreciate it a lot. And go look up Pages sometime. They're a good group.
They can come play at the next Derby party.
No, they just banned it.
I thought you said the budget's been cut. We had to get this third-tier group from Hades. Rick, we will not let you down. We're not going to fail Rick Phillips and not hit our goal. So we can make it happen. All right. Anything else on Kentucky Derby? All right. Slip pie. Danny, you have that. These have been shuffled. It's confirmed. Queen of Hearts is still in there.
All right, guys, we collected $87 today, so the 50/50 is $489.
$798.
Oh, nice.
come on now.
You do it.
Dr. Williams, can you come join me? So we're blessed and very fortunate to have the club continue to grow in a variety of ways. And at this time, our latest member is going to be Dr. Quincy Williams, superintendent of Thomasville City Schools. I know the board put a lot of faith in him to bring him on to the school system. He's doing a great job. I will say this, I've had the opportunity to have a meal with him on several occasions and meetings with him and with folks at Davidson Davy. And he's as advertised. He's down to earth. He has a heart for the kids. He's got a great mind and a great vision about them. And we definitely look forward to a lot of support in the school system for a long time to come. So, Dr. Williams, I've appreciated your friendship and getting to know you over the past year here just about. But at this time, we want to welcome you in, not only just as a member of the Thomasville Rotary Club, but a new member of Rotary International and all that you have to bring to it. So the board has voted and approved you for membership to our club. We look forward to being able to partner with you, with the school system and the community, give back to the kids and the families of Thomasville and surrounding areas. And lean on you probably for some experience and knowledge as well. So at this time, if you'll join me in a round of applause, we'll present Dr. Quincy Williams with this Rotary pin and welcome him as our new member. Andrew, would you like to come up? And Tommy, you know Andrew probably. this as well as anybody in the music series. Would you like to speak and introduce Andrew? I know he's technically my guest, but I'm going to put you on the spot here because you're a good public speaker. Microphone works, and I'll let you introduce Andrew.
Y'all probably won't see me for the next 3 or 4 months. I just came back last week after David Williams re-recruited me. And after being put on the spot, I'll see y'all in about 3 months. No, most of y'all, if you know Andrew, raise your hand. All right, there's nothing I can say to change your mind. You already feel about him the way you feel about him. I can't change your mind. For those that didn't raise your hand, consider yourself lucky that maybe this will be your only experience with Andrew. All kidding aside, Andrew has been great for our community. He and I hit it off about 4 or 5 years ago, and he's not hit me yet. He's just put his heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of dollars into our community. And he has the spirit of Thomasville as much as anybody who's from this community. Now I have to keep him on the rails in between the lines every now and then. And that's been a challenge from time to time. But I feel like he's my son, even though we need that age gap to be a little bit wider. But anyway, Andrew, he's the owner of the Finch house. He brought it back from the dad. He does tons in this community. I don't know what he's going to talk about today, but Andrew, come on.
Just like being a DJ.
It is. I'm not going to use this mic if that's okay.
Just talk about Tommy Hodges. Don't talk about
Y'all need a mic. Y'all need a mic. Well, you know, we roasted Tommy in this room last year, so I wasn't sure what was going to be said today. Who has not been to our property, 17 East Main Street? Please come. So many of you have heard my story. You've heard me from this podium say it, but I'm going to tell it again because I think it's just worth saying. Every time I'm around Rotarians, I'm reminded of the old Hebrew scripture where it says iron sharpens iron. You know, when you get around people who are type A, who get it done, it just encourages me to go out and get it. I just feel like when I'm around a group of folks like this, like we just go get things done. So I've been in North Carolina for 28 years, and for 28 years when I've needed help with nonprofit work or just work in the community or help personally, it has typically been a Rotarian that has stepped up with their time and their talent and their treasure. So this club is special. The people in this room are special, what y'all do. So I appreciate that. So just a little bit of history. We're going to have a history lesson today. The property at 17 East Main Street, the Finch house was built in 1921. Next month we will celebrate 104 years. T. Austin Finch, he took over the Thomasville furniture from his father and his uncle, and the property that was given to him and his wife as a wedding gift from his in-laws, the Lambeth home, which is my neighbor's house at 19 East Main Street. That's where Ernestine Lambeth was raised, and her parents owned the acre and a half and gave it to them as a gift. When that home was built, it was really one of a kind. And a fairly famous architect designed it and oversaw it. In 1938, they actually doubled the size of the home. It's a 7,000 square foot, what they call an Italian Renaissance revival mansion. Me and my wife are the fourth owners. And just last week, who remembers Bill Wilson, who owned that property before I did? Bill Wilson surprised me with a visit last week. He's 92 years young, and his son and his daughter-in-law came to see me last week, and it was really nice. So we're the fourth owner since the family, and we took almost a year to completely renovate it, and I was teaching at the time, and had some of my students and some of my football players come and help with the renovations. Is that better? Yeah. Okay, cool. We told our kids if they pretended to work, I'd pretend to pay them, and that seemed to work out well. So it was a lot of on-the-job training, That was when we were putting in the tents, where the concrete and all that. So the main work was done in about 10 months. We held our first event 10 months after we purchased the property, and we have tried to work on it continuously since without interrupting the types of events that we do. We had the opportunity to get the property listed in 2019 on the National Registry of Historic Places. Heather Fernbach is a historian out of Winston-Salem. Heather came to this community in 2004 and did the entire survey of historic downtown, and she's very familiar with it. And then we also had the opportunity to get the property listed as a local historic landmark. So it will be preserved. It cannot get knocked down. It cannot be changed. I've had a history. I spent my whole entire adult life renovating older and historic homes. And this house just needed some love. It was in pretty bad shape in 2017. Who remembers downtown Thomasville in 2017? It was kind of sad, wasn't it? and so downtown's come along. So with all the work that we've done, we've had the opportunity to have some great news coverage. That's Bob Buckley from Fox 8 interviewing Austin Hill, who is a young man from this community that wrote a historical book that you should buy. We had a chance to be in O. Henry Magazine, which is a Greensboro-based publication, talking about all the things we do. So we've done over 725 weddings and events to date. Last weekend we had folks flying from Puerto Rico and Colombia and New York and Florida. We do a lot of destination weddings. We've had folks come from all 50 states and 10 different countries. We do about 8,000 guests a year, mostly weddings and events. But we do all kind of life celebrations. Many of you have celebrated some things in our home that are not weddings. Several years ago, we had the opportunity to purchase our neighbor's home, Pat Brookshire. It's the house that's right there on Kramer Street. And that allows us to do all these destination weddings. When folks come in, they can stay with us for the weekend. So that's really been great. So this is my guy. So the first conversation that me and Tommy Hodges had was we were coming out of COVID, and we said, how can we bring people together and bring them to downtown Thomasville? And that conversation was in April. And by June, we had our first event. Am I saying that right? And our heart was really, can we bring some folks back to downtown Thomasville that probably have not been downtown in a long time? And can we change their hearts and minds about what's going on in downtown Thomasville? And that's really been our passion behind starting the music series. And we're cranking up the 5th music series. And it's been a lot of fun. Who has been to an event at the music series? It's fun, right? Yeah, a lot of fun. And you've probably brought some of your friends, and you've probably said, hey, we now have things in downtown Thomasville that we want to bring our friends from Greensboro and Winston and High Point and Rambleton and Salisbury to. It's always been a combination of live music and DJ dance parties. It's a little bit of everything. But the main thing is hanging out with your friends in a great setting and being able to enjoy yourself. So for 3 years, me and Tommy traded thousands of emails and phone calls and text messages in an effort to really bring some quality events downtown. And we worked so hard that he had to retire for a second time. and to be granddaddy. So I convinced Steve Taglis to come do stupid videos. Who has seen our stupid videos online? Stupid videos, they're funny, right? Okay, go and see our stupid videos. So we're kicking off our 5th season May 14th or May 15th, 1 month from yesterday. We're going to have a total of 8 events. Our Thursday nights are free events. They're family friendly. Pick up some food from Cross Ties in one of our other restaurants downtown. Bring it. Grab something from our cash bar. We always have paint and sip events with local artists. You can sign up to do that. And something we added last year is we have art shows in the house every Thursday night where we're giving local artists an opportunity to show their work and sell their work, and we don't charge them commission. So the May 15th is the all-women's art show. We'll have photography, we'll do woodworking, pottery, and we'll wrap it up. Like Leonard's going to bring a bunch of the work from her artisans in August. And we have added a Saturday night. Traditionally, we've just done 3 Saturday nights, so we're doing 4 Saturday nights this year. We're going to kick it off with Yacht Rock night. Who knows what Yacht Rock is? Somebody was talking about Steely Dan earlier, right? Okay. We've got the Capital City Yacht Club band from Winston-Salem coming down. They've got a great following. We're going to have Latin Island night in July. We're bringing back Nashville night, and we're going to wrap it up with dueling DJs. So Tommy's going to come do a couple events. Louis Londa's going to come do a couple events. Come out. It's great. So what's been the impact on downtown? We've had over 4,000 attendees in the past four seasons, mostly from Davidson County. When I think about who we're targeting, I think about greater Davidson County, people that live within 20 or 30 minutes of downtown. For most of the folks, it's been their first time to downtown Thomasville in a long time, and we've had some really positive feedback, which really makes me smile, because that was the heart of why we tried to do this. We've been able to support over 50 musicians and artists. My wife's an artist. I've got a heart for paying artists and supporting them well. The first 3 years, we picked a local nonprofit for each of our Saturday nights to give some of the proceeds to. And then last year, me and Steve decided through his revealing nonprofit that we were going to pick some downtown projects. So with some of the proceeds last year, who remembers when all the sidewalks got pressure washed downtown last year? I remember, city manager remembers. We saw that happen, and we said, I think the music series can hop on board with that. We got to piggyback on some of that effort. Who has been to the post office and seen all the murals at the post office? Right, those are cool. So some of the proceeds from last year are going to fund the next mural project at the post office. And the last thing that we supported last year, there's a business downtown, Out of the Box Gaming, and they were doing robotics classes for young people in the community. And some of the proceeds that we gave them allowed them to buy the robotic equipment and to give classes. So we've always said that if we're going to get together and have fun, we're going to try to do good at the same time and raise some awareness. There's a lot of wonderful things that go on in this community, and sometimes we just don't know about it. So what do we need your help with? I want you to bring your friends. You've got friends that have not come and hung out with us, and I would like you to bring them. And obviously we've got sponsorship opportunities, and I know in a room like this, we all get a lot of asks. I told a friend of mine yesterday, here in Thomasville, I feel like the same 40 people get asked to write all the checks sometimes. But if you know someone that would like to support what we're doing, we certainly would love to. All the acts have been booked. We just need help paying for it. So what is next? Who knows that I'm moving to West Virginia? Who knows this? Who has heard this? This is true. So what is next? This is the 5th and final music series that I'm running. So what are we going to do? What's going to happen with all this effort to bring music and fun and bring people to downtown? So those of you who know me know that I am married to that wonderful woman, and that she is homesick, and we're going back home to West Virginia. That being said, I would love to see all this effort that we've all put forth to bring people and music to downtown continue. So I've had some really good conversations in the last month about what does it look like to continue to bring music to downtown Thomasville. So I'm not going to go into any of those details until some plans are formulated, but I have told those individuals that I will help pass off the baton as smoothly and as efficiently, and as long as I'm here, I will do what I can to continue to help bring folks to downtown Thomasville. So I appreciate what y'all do. I appreciate y'all letting me come speak anytime I'm asked to come speak. I appreciate y'all having your events with us and supporting and telling people what we do. The folks in Thomasville have been really good to us. But we're probably going to move probably in January. So, but I'll be around. I'm going to come back and run all the weddings that I've booked, even past closing. I do not have a buyer lined up yet. But once I do, I've been open about it. I'll tell people. But if this is the last chance I have to speak to this group, thank you. I appreciate y'all being kind. So, but anyway, any questions for the good of the group?
Andrew,
Yeah.
tell people a little bit about what you got going on in West Virginia. We'll have one in West Virginia.
Tommy has been. So, my wife is from Southern West Virginia, and she's been homesick for 25 years. And for 20 years, we have looked for where are we going to move. We are not from here. We do not have children. We did not raise kids here. We don't. And we started this project about almost 3 years ago. We bought property on the Greenbrier River in a little town called Hinton, which is in Summers County, Southern West Virginia, about 3 years ago. So if I can get the picture up. That is the view from what's going to be our wine bar and our art gallery and Airbnbs. So I spend about a third of my time up there. Right now I'm commuting there. Once we move up there, I will commute back to Thomasville to continue to run the weddings that I have contracted out for and serve those couples. So if you've not been to West Virginia, I would encourage you to do so. It truly is almost heaven, right? And do the pictures do it justice?
No,
They do not do it justice. So, but that is where we have been planning this for a long time, and it has been a slow transition as we try to unwind. I've lived my entire adult life in North Carolina in Greensboro, and so we're slowly unwinding those parts of our lives as we wind up what is going to be the next chapter. So thank you for asking that. So, any questions about the music series? If I convinced any of y'all to come who have not been, not one. Not one. So anyway, I hope y'all can come, or at least tourism's been great to partner with us. Chamber's been great to promote it. This club has sponsored every year that we've done it, including this year. Thank you for that. And many of y'all in this room have continued to step up to sponsor it. And I'm just grateful for it. It's really rewarding to see folks in this community get together and enjoy time with their family and friends. So, but thank you. Thank you. If you ever have any questions, y'all know how to get a hold of me. And if you ever have any questions about me selling my business or me moving, just ask me. You don't have to ask somebody else. You can just ask me. I'll tell you. So, but anyway, thank you. I'm grateful for what y'all do in this community.
Any other questions for Andrew? I think one of the cool things that I think of having known Andrew for several years now, and definitely with the summer music series is it came to the club when he and Tommy first got together, and that's kind of why I called Tommy up to introduce him. Is I know they go back farther than Andrew and I, and he would present well. These events that they put together that Steve helped us coordinate now, so much of that goes back to what you see that you may not even realize is an impact from what's done at the Finch House or what somebody behind the scenes has done, and they don't do it for the show or for the look at me or anything like that. They do it because they love the community and they love to see things revitalized. So Andrew, we appreciate all that you've done, and you and Tommy getting the music series started, and now you and Steve taking it on. And then obviously the flow that goes back toward downtown projects and revitalization and restoration in the city, because that just helps livelihood all around. It helps businesses, and then businesses help the community, and the community helps the kids, and it helps the schools, and that cycle continues on. So it is very much appreciated on our end as well. So if you have not been to support it, I really encourage you to go check it out, and like Andrew said, bring your friends. So at this point, again, welcome Dr. Quincy Williams to the club. Take a second, introduce yourself. If you haven't met him, find a time, grab a coffee. He's a great guy, a lot of fun to be around, a great mind to him. So if you'll stand and join me in the 4-way step.
One more thing. So, while everybody's standing, gather your thoughts a little bit. Something different about the Kentucky Derby this year is it does have it at the Women's Club. We don't have like a full bar like we had at Colonial. And so, it will be on favorite, mixed drink. If you will let me know, let Heather know, let Kim know, that way we can make sure we have, at least the majority of what everybody is gonna want, other than a mint julep, we're gonna have all of that available. So see one of us if you have a favorite beverage.
Did you have anything else to add?
You asking me?
Yeah. I have no problem putting multiple
So,
people on the spot today.
I became a grandmother for the second time yesterday on the tax deadline.
Her initial is going to be IRS.
It definitely won't be S, I know that, we actually do not know the name yet. It is gonna be a reveal to the grandparents probably tonight, but, she is healthy, the parents are doing great. It actually went incredibly smoothly, and so, yeah, we're thrilled. And Big Sis and I have been having a ball the last couple of days preparing for this, so.
I could see like an Iris Reynolds Surratt or something taken on with a name. That would be very fitting.
David, I think the initial should probably be, when she says it's gonna be April the 31st, OMG would work.
Oh, yeah. That definitely worked, yeah.
So as we go about, and we think about the opportunity we have to impact people, if you can participate in the blood drive, or if you can help with the laundry, and gathering resources for all of that, and we want to give back to the community. When we come across those people that we interact with, let's ask ourselves these things. First, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill, better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Don't forget